What's up guys, Nsima the Centaur Yang here, ready to give you another video. Now this video is going to be different from the stuff I usually show you guys. It's not going to be mainly about lifting, it's going to be about actually the mentality that it takes towards lifting, that I take towards lifting, and I think would be a good idea if you were to adopt also. Now just to give you an idea of what you're going to actually be seeing me do, it's a lower body workout. I have deadlifts I start with squats for 4x7, deadlifts. I go to front squats. It's a deload week for my accessory work, so it's a 3x5 at 205. And then I have GHRs. I also do some mobility work in the beginning. You'll see me using a foam roller. Get that Barbell One foam roller. I've mentioned it in one of my past videos, but it is honestly the best foam roller I have ever used up until this point. So now that you know what's in that portion of the video, you probably already saw the title of this video is called The Tortoise Mentality. And it's a mentality that I take towards fitness and literally everything I do. Now, when we think about fitness, right, especially the way that people show what fitness is nowadays, it's about being hardcore, going balls to the wall every time you're in the gym, leaving your emotions outside, grinding, doing all this hardcore stuff, and that's appealing. But I think that's kind of a problem because it yields people to getting into it and going super hard and not thinking of it in a long-term sense. And because of this short-term bursty mentality, people don't get what they're looking for in terms of their fitness. Now, in terms of the tortoise mentality, you guys have probably heard about the parable of the tortoise and the hare by Aesop. Quick summary, tortoise and the hare are about to race. The hare thinks he's all that. He goes super fast, almost to the finish line, takes a nap before he gets there. It takes a nap because he thinks he's going to win anyway. Wakes up, the tortoise is right there at the finish line, he can't catch up, he loses the race, and the tortoise says, slow and steady wins the race. Now, that is the exact mentality that I would implore everyone to take towards their fitness. And you know what, if you don't want to, that's not a problem. You do you. This is just personal advice from my point of view. Now, a few examples of this kind of thing and why I think this is so important, especially for the natural athlete, is this. I have a guy that's going to start working with me soon. I was talking to him over Skype, and he was telling me that the past 3 guys he talked to, in terms of coaches, told him that, you know what, if you want to get big, and you want to get big fast, and you want to do something in this fitness, you got to take this, 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 and this. And all four of those things were all drugs. Okay, and yeah, you can get big with drugs fast. They also have a detrimental side, which not many people tend to think about because we're in a time where everything has to happen like that. And then another example, Instagram transformations. You see people and they have these crazy transformations in 4 months period, 4-month period where they look absolutely different. They don't look like the same person. Or they get built and ripped in 6 months. And then another example is the powerlifting craze that a lot of people seem to be getting into. And don't get me wrong, powerlifting's awesome. But when you're a novice lifter and you're getting into doing the big 3 and you see Lane Norton squatting, deadlifting, and benching 4 or 5 times a week, and now you want to do it too, and then you get yourself hurt, you can't even make it to the platform, and then you think that it's stupid, or you don't progress fast enough in terms of your strength, and you get impatient. You switch programs from this to this to this, because you haven't really given yourself a long period of time to make the progress that needs to be made, to learn about your macronutrients, to learn about mechanics, to learn about all these different things that it takes skill to do, and it takes time to do. But time is something we tend not to want to give to this. And a formula that I think is it's a very useful formula is time plus consistency plus hard work equals results. Okay, especially the time and consistency part. Now, if you set up a program, right, and it's a hardcore program, it's something you saw on bodybuilding.com, or something you see that Kai Green or Phil Heath does or whatever, and you're doing it, and you go hard, and you figure that if you do this in 3 months, you look like a totally different person, and you just run out of gas, then that's something you shouldn't be doing. We should all set something that we can do consistently for a long period of time, and understand that first off, as natural athletes, as athletes that aren't assisted, it's going to take us a long time to get towards the results we want to get. People that want to do shows, You know, they want to do a 4 to 6 week prep or 4 to 6 month prep maybe, and they've never done a show before. They've never tracked macros before. They don't know, they haven't built these habits that are fucking fuck. A good idea to build beforehand, and they just want to rush into the process, giving themselves this amount of time. It's the fast mentality of wanting everything now, wanting everything to happen fast. You know, if we think about growing up, we've all gone to school, we've all gone to high school, some of us have gone to college, and this is so far, that's a third or maybe a fourth of our lives that we've spent just learning. Okay, and some of us maybe haven't had the best habits in terms of their fitness. Maybe you don't eat that well. Maybe you didn't work out until later in life, or hadn't started working out until later in life. And then you want things to have a massive change within 1 year, and you don't get that change. And then you want to switch and you want to try something else. You want to try paleo. You want to try CrossFit because something wasn't working. It's just, we need to just take things slower. Take things one step at a time. If you're gonna spend your whole life working towards a career or a goal or something, and you build that skill, you build that craft, you take your time to enhance and learn the intricacies of what you're doing, the same idea needs to be taken from that to now your fitness, because your fitness is something you're gonna have for the rest of your life. I think Abdullah Zanayv said, one of the only things you have in life is your fitness, something else and something else. Sorry bro, I forgot the whole thing. But you will have your fitness for the rest of your life. And it's something that you shouldn't just devote 6 months to and then take a few months and go party. I'm not saying that fitness has to be your life. Just because it's part of a big thing of what I do doesn't mean it has to be everything you do. But if you really want, and you have a goal of the body you want to look like and the body you want to have, it's probably a better idea to set yourself a longer goal than saying that in 6 months I want to get here. So for all of us, I challenge you to take your goal setting from here and say, instead of having a 6-month fitness goal, have a 2-year fitness goal. Especially if you're a natural athlete. And I say this mainly because athletes that are on drugs, they will have an advantage. They will put on muscle fast, or they will lose weight fast. But we're thinking more long term, right? Because this is really about health and fitness, not about pharmaceuticals. So yeah, I challenge you to take your goal from here, okay? Give yourself some time, be consistent, work hard, smart also. Don't just go balls to the wall and get yourself hurt. Time, consistency, work hard, and then use a long time to get those results. All right, this is an 8-minute video. I hope it wasn't too preachy for you. So if you were listening closely, you could hear that I just farted during that last set of squats. That's not my last set. I have one more set left, but that just means you're bracing correctly. If you fart, actually you want to keep your butthole tight. I'd suggest that. Don't keep it loose. Mine was a little bit loose. I hope you got something from it, and yeah, hope you liked the video, guys. If you hear from my Instagram, me and Titanium Fitness will be doing a questionnaire Q&A tomorrow. So if you have any more questions about that, put it in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know your thoughts about what I've said. Remember, this is just my point of view. You do not have to adopt this. You can do what you want to do. It's just the mentality that I have. I just wanted to let you know about it. So if you join, and if you want to have this mentality, join the Tortoise Club. But I think it's good. It's time to put an end to this. So this is Nsima the Centaur Yang from the bar. I'll be talking to you all very soon.